Across the world, remnants of lost civilizations stand as testaments to human ingenuity, endurance, and ambition. From colossal pyramids to forgotten cities, these wonders defy time, whispering the secrets of those who came before us. But unlike mythical lost lands, these places still exist, waiting for travelers to explore their mysteries. Join me as we journey through 10 ancient wonders you can still visit today, unraveling their history, hidden secrets, and the best ways to experience them firsthand. Towering over the sands of Egypt, for more than 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza remains a monumental achievement of ancient engineering. Built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu during Egypt's 4th dynasty, this colossal structure stands at an impressive 481 feet tall, making it the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years. Constructed from over 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, the sheer scale of the Great Pyramid is a marvel. The precision with which it was built is also mind-boggling. It aligns perfectly with the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west, and is a geometric wonder, with its base measuring almost perfectly square and sides that are almost perfectly aligned. The question still puzzles modern engineers: how did the ancient Egyptians manage such an extraordinary feat with primitive tools? While several theories exist, from ramps to advanced knowledge of geometry, the mystery remains unsolved. Beyond its monumental size, the pyramid's internal layout is equally fascinating. Visitors can explore the narrow passages inside, leading to the king's chamber, where Khufu's burial chamber lies, though his sarcophagus remains empty, as his body was likely looted long ago. Even more mysterious are the hidden chambers that have been discovered in recent years, thanks to advancements in technology like muon tomography, which allows scientists to scan the pyramid without damaging it. Giza is easily accessible from Cairo, just a short drive away, making it one of the most visited monuments in the world. Visitors can enter the pyramid itself, though the experience is claustrophobic due to the narrow, sloping passageways. For an even more surreal experience, take a camel ride around the Great Pyramid at sunset, when the golden light bathes the monument in a warm, ethereal glow. A light show in the evening also brings the history of the pyramids to life through dramatic sound and visuals. Nestled high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, Machu Picchu stands as one of the most iconic and mysterious ancient cities in the world. Built by the Incas in the mid-15th century, this extraordinary site was abandoned a century later during the height of the Inca Empire's power. Yet, it remained hidden from the outside world until the early 20th century, when American explorer Hiram Bingham rediscovered it in 1911. Machu Picchu's location, over 7,000 feet above sea level, was chosen strategically for its visibility and defense capabilities. The city is renowned for its breathtaking views, its finely crafted stone buildings, and its advanced engineering. The Inca employed precise stonework with mortar-free techniques that allowed the buildings to withstand the region's frequent earthquakes. The precise placement of its structures, the alignment with astronomical events, and its intricate water management systems suggest a deep understanding of both nature and the cosmos. Despite all we know, the purpose of Machu Picchu remains uncertain. Some believe it was a royal estate for the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, while others theorize it was a sacred religious site. What is more puzzling, however, is why it was abandoned. While some suggest that the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century caused its fall, there is little evidence to support this theory. Others believe that a combination of internal political strife, diseases, or even environmental collapse led to its abandonment. Visiting Machu Picchu is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The most popular way to reach the site is by taking a train from the city of Cusco to the town of Aguas Calientes, followed by a bus ride up the mountain to the entrance. Alternatively, the legendary Inca Trail provides an unforgettable hiking experience, winding its way through cloud forests, ancient ruins, and dramatic landscapes before arriving at Machu Picchu itself. Whether you arrive by train or hike, the moment you catch your first glimpse of the ancient city perched on its mountain peak is nothing short of magical. For a truly memorable experience, wake up early to witness the sunrise over the city. Known as the Rose City for its stunning red sandstone cliffs, Petra was once the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a powerful civilization that flourished in the region from the 4th century BCE until the Roman conquest in 106 CE. Carved directly into the rock, Petra's architectural wonders are a testament to the ingenuity of its builders, who harnessed the natural landscape to create a city that both blended into and stood out from the surrounding desert. Petra is most famous for its stunning facade, Al-Khazna, also known as the Treasury. This remarkable structure, carved from a single piece of rock, stands at a towering 40 meters tall and features intricate Hellenistic-style columns, tombs and carvings. But Petra extends far beyond the treasury. The entire city is filled with temples, palaces, a vast amphitheater, and hundreds of burial chambers. Most of these structures were built in the 1st century BCE and are adorned with beautiful carvings, many of which depict animals, gods, and daily life. One of Petra's greatest secrets is the extensive system of water management that allowed the city to thrive in a harsh desert environment. The Nabateans developed sophisticated methods for capturing rainwater, channeling it into cisterns, and using aqueducts to irrigate their crops. To reach Petra, visitors must enter through the narrow, winding Seek, a deep gorge that cuts through the mountains, opening up to a stunning view of the treasury. For an unforgettable experience, try visiting Petra at night, when the path to the treasury is lined with thousands of candles, casting a soft, mystical glow on the rose-colored stone. During the day, visitors can explore the various temples, tombs, and monasteries, including the famed monastery of Al-Dair, which sits at the top of a steep climb, offering panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The Colloseum, one of the most recognizable landmarks of ancient Rome, is a symbol of Roman engineering, power, and entertainment. Completed in 80 CE during the reign of Emperor Titus, it could hold up to 80,000 spectators, making it the largest amphitheater of its time. The Colosseum was the site of gladiatorial contests, mock sea battles, animal hunts, and public executions, events that showcased the might and grandeur of the Roman Empire. The Colosseum's design is a marvel of engineering, featuring a complex system of corridors and chambers that allowed for quick entry and exit for spectators. The arena itself was once covered with a wooden floor, beneath which a labyrinth of passageways and rooms housed gladiators, animals, and props for the events. The arena's retractable roof, known as the velarium, provided shade for the spectators during hot Roman summers. Despite the Colosseum's decline and partial destruction over the centuries due to earthquakes and looting, it still stands as an impressive monument to the grandeur of ancient Rome. The fact that it continues to inspire awe in millions of visitors each year speaks to its lasting cultural significance. Today, the Colosseum is one of the most visited monuments in the world. Visitors can explore the arena floor, the upper tiers for a panoramic view of the city, and the underground chambers that housed the gladiators and animals before they entered the arena. If you're short on time, consider purchasing a skip-the-line ticket to avoid long waits. For a deeper dive into Roman history, combine your visit to the Colosseum with a trip to the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill, located just nearby, where you can wander among the ruins of ancient Roman temples and palaces. Stretching over 13,000 miles, the Great Wall of China is one of the most ambitious construction projects ever undertaken by mankind. Built over several dynasties beginning in the 7th century BCE and continuing into the 17th century, the wall was designed to protect Chinese states from invasions by nomadic tribes. Made from a variety of materials, including earth, wood, brick, and stone, the wall was not just a barrier, it also served as a transportation route and a means of communication for soldiers. Though often imagined as a single continuous structure, the Great Wall is actually a series of fortifications that vary in design and construction depending on the region and time period. Some sections are well preserved, offering visitors a chance to walk along the ancient battlements and take in breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains. Other sections, however, have eroded over time, adding a sense of mystery to the wall's long history. The Great Wall was not only a military defense, it also represented the will of the Chinese people to defend their culture and way of life. Its construction required immense labor, and it is estimated that hundreds of thousands of workers lost their lives during its building. It is a testament to the power of human determination, as well as the ability of the Chinese civilization to thrive in the face of adversity. The most popular sections of the Great Wall for visitors are located near Beijing, such as Badaling and Mutianyu. These sections are well preserved and offer accessible paths for hiking, as well as cable cars for those who prefer a more relaxed visit. For a more remote and tranquil experience, consider visiting less crowded sections like Jinshanling or Simitai, where you can hike along the rugged terrain and enjoy the wall's natural beauty in relative solitude. Borobudur is the world's largest Buddhist temple, built in the 9th century CE by the Sailendra dynasty in central Java, Indonesia. This awe-inspiring structure is an architectural and spiritual masterpiece, reflecting deep Buddhist teachings and Javanese cultural influences. The temple consists of 9 stacked platforms, 6 square and 3 circular, topped by a massive central dome. The entire structure represents a 3-dimensional mandala, a symbolic representation of the Buddhist path to enlightenment. Pilgrims traditionally walk through its many levels, following a path that takes them from the realm of desires, Kamadhatu, to the world of forms, Rupadhatu, and finally to the formless world of enlightenment, Arupadhatu. One of the temple's most stunning features is its 2,672 intricate relief panels, which together form the largest and most complete collection of Buddhist narratives in the world. These carvings depict stories from Buddhist scriptures, historical events, and daily life in ancient Java. Above these panels, 504 Buddha statues sit in meditative poses, with some enclosed in perforated stupas. Borobudur was abandoned around the 14th century as Java's center of power shifted and Islam became the dominant religion. For centuries it lay forgotten, buried under layers of volcanic ash and jungle overgrowth. In the 19th century, it was rediscovered by the British and later restored by the Dutch, sparking global fascination with its origins and meaning. A UNESCO-led restoration in the 20th century saved Borobudur from further decay, allowing it to stand today as a symbol of Indonesia's rich heritage. Today, Borobudur remains an active pilgrimage site, especially during Vesak, a major Buddhist festival. At sunrise, the temple radiates an almost mystical glow as the sun's first light illuminates the ancient stupas against the misty Javanese landscape, a breathtaking experience that attracts visitors and spiritual seekers from around the world. Borobudur is located near the city of Yogyakarta, which serves as the main gateway for visitors. The best way to reach the temple is by flying into Yogyakarta International Airport, YR, and then taking a 1.5-hour drive to the site. The temple is open from early morning until late afternoon, but the best time to visit is at sunrise, when the crowds are smaller and the golden light creates a magical atmosphere. Visitors should dress modestly out of respect for the site's religious significance. Guided tours are available to provide deeper insight into the temple's history and symbolism. Additionally, those interested in a spiritual experience can join meditation sessions held at the temple complex. Entrance fees vary, with options for combined tickets that include nearby attractions like Prambanan Temple. While much of Borobudur's past remains shrouded in mystery, one thing is certain: it is a timeless wonder that continues to inspire awe and reflection, just as it did over 1,000 years ago. Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, is a marvel of architectural and artistic achievement. Built in the early 12th century by the Khmer king Suryavarman II as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu, Angkor Wat was later transformed into a Buddhist temple. Its intricate carvings, stunning bas-reliefs, and soaring towers make it one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of Southeast Asia. The temple's layout is based on a representation of the Hindu universe, with the central tower symbolizing Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. The surrounding galleries are adorned with detailed reliefs depicting scenes from Hindu mythology, including the famous churning of the ocean of milk. The sheer size and complexity of Angkor Wat's design have left historians and archaeologists in awe, as the temple was constructed without the use of mortar, relying on precise stonework. Angkor Wat is not just a temple, it is also a cultural and spiritual center. It was part of a vast city complex that served as the capital of the Khmer Empire, which reached its peak in the 12th century. Today, the temple remains an active site for Buddhist worship and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Angkor Wat is located near the town of Siem Reap in Cambodia. The best way to explore the temple complex is by hiring a tuk-tuk or bicycle, as the temples are spread out over a vast area. Arrive early in the morning to watch the sunrise over Angkor Wat's iconic towers, creating a stunning reflection in the surrounding moat. For a more intimate experience, consider visiting the temple at sunset, when the crowds thin out and the temple takes on a mystical glow. Chichen Itza, once a thriving city of the ancient Maya civilization, is one of the new 7 wonders of the world and one of the most important archaeological sites in Mexico. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula, it was a major center of political, economic, and religious activity during the height of the Maya civilization between 600 and 900 CE. The most famous structure at Chichen Itza is El Castillo, also known as the Pyramid of Kukulkan. This step pyramid was dedicated to the feathered serpent god Kukulkan and is renowned for its precise alignment with the sun. During the spring and fall equinoxes, the shadows cast by the pyramid's steps create the illusion of a serpent slithering down the side of the pyramid, symbolizing the descent of Kukulkan to the earth. This astronomical alignment highlights the Mayas' advanced understanding of celestial movements and their ability to integrate them into their architecture. Chichen Itza is also home to the Great Ball Court, the largest and most impressive in Mesoamerica, where the Maya played a ritual ball game that had profound religious significance. The game's outcome was believed to determine the fate of the players and was even linked to celestial events. Chichen Itza is located about 2 hours from Mérida or Cancun, making it easily accessible for visitors. The site is open daily, but it's best to arrive early in the morning to avoid crowds and experience the site before the heat of the day. Be sure to explore the many other structures on the site, including the Temple of the Warriors and the Observatory, which demonstrate the Mayas' skill in both architecture and astronomy. If you're interested in a more immersive experience, visit a cenote nearby, such as Cenote Ik Kiel, for a refreshing swim. Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is famous for its enigmatic moai statues, large stone figures that dot the island's landscape. These statues, which were created between the 13th and 16th centuries, are one of the most distinctive features of Polynesian culture. The moai represent the deified ancestors of the island's people, and their construction required considerable skill, as each statue is carved from volcanic tuff and can weigh as much as 80 tons. The most famous moai are found at Ahu Tongariki, where 15 statues stand in a row gazing out toward the ocean. The purpose of these statues was not just decorative. They were believed to contain the spiritual power of the ancestors they represented, which was thought to protect the island and its people. The moai were often placed on ceremonial platforms at strategic locations around the island, and their orientation, usually facing inward towards settlements, was meant to signify the ancestral guardianship over the people. One of the greatest mysteries surrounding the moai is how the Rapa Nui were able to transport these massive statues across the island, with some estimates suggesting that the statues weighed as much as 100 tons. While the exact method remains unknown, theories range from rolling them along logs to walking them upright using a system of ropes and coordinated movement. Easter Island is located approximately 2,300 miles off the coast of Chile in the South Pacific. The island is small but filled with a rich history. Visitors can explore the moai statues at several locations around the island, with the most impressive being Ahu Tongariki and Reno Raraku, where many of the statues were carved. While there, take time to learn about the island's history at the Rapa Nui National Park Visitor Center. The best way to explore Easter Island is by renting a bike or car, giving you flexibility to visit the various archaeological sites at your own pace. The Parthenon, located on the Acropolis of Athens, is one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of ancient Greece. Built between 447 and 432 BCE, during the height of the Athenian Empire, under the leadership of Pericles, the Parthenon was dedicated to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, who was the patron deity of Athens. The temple's stunning architecture and historical significance make it one of the most important cultural landmarks of the ancient world. Designed by the architects Iktinos and Kallikrates, the Parthenon is an example of the Doric order, known for its simple yet elegant design. The building's proportions are carefully crafted to create a sense of harmony, with subtle optical illusions incorporated into its construction. For instance, the columns of the Parthenon are slightly curved, both inwards and upwards, to counteract the visual distortions caused by straight lines. This careful attention to detail is one of the reasons the Parthenon has been admired for centuries as an exemplar of classical architecture. The Parthenon originally housed a massive statue of Athena, created by the renowned sculptor Phidias. The statue was made of gold and ivory, and was so large that it nearly touched the ceiling of the temple. The temple's frieze, metopes and pediments were adorned with stunning sculptures depicting various scenes from Greek mythology, including the birth of Athena and the battle between the gods and giants. These artworks, known as the Parthenon marbles, are now housed in the British Museum, though their rightful return to Greece remains a topic of debate and controversy. Throughout history, the Parthenon has served many purposes. It was originally a religious temple, then converted into a Christian church, and later a mosque during the Ottoman occupation of Greece. In 1687, during a war between the Venetians and Ottomans, the Parthenon was severely damaged when a Venetian bombardment hit the building, causing an explosion that destroyed much of its interior. Today, the Parthenon stands as a symbol of ancient Greek civilization, democracy, and artistic achievement. Despite the centuries of wear and damage, the temple continues to be an awe-inspiring sight for visitors from all over the world. It reminds us of the lasting influence of Greek culture on the Western world and its contributions to philosophy, art, architecture, and democracy. The Parthenon is located on the Acropolis Hill in Athens, making it easily accessible from the city center. A visit to the Parthenon is best combined with a tour of the Acropolis Museum, which displays many of the original sculptures and artifacts from the site. To avoid the crowds and the heat, try to visit early in the morning or later in the afternoon. Walking around the Parthenon gives you a chance to admire its grandeur from different angles, and the view of Athens from the top of the Acropolis is breathtaking. Be sure to take in the majestic sight of the temple and reflect on the profound cultural and historical legacy it represents. From the awe-inspiring pyramids of Egypt to the sacred temples of Angkor Wat, these ancient wonders continue to captivate and inspire travelers from around the world. Whether you're seeking to understand the mysteries of ancient civilizations or simply to marvel at the architectural feats of the past, these sites offer unforgettable experiences that remind us of the incredible achievements of humanity. As we continue to explore these wonders, we are reminded that, despite the passing of time, the power of human creativity and ambition remains timeless. These ancient marvels are not just remnants of the past, they are living monuments to the cultures that shaped our world. So, if you're a history lover or simply a curious traveler, take the time to visit these incredible sites, learn their stories, and be inspired by the legacies they have left behind. Thank you for watching, and see you on our next exploration.